Right, with a mix of Paynes grey and titanium white and using a stiff motley brush, I'll cover the whole panel with a light grey colour. Now I'm using a very well prepared surface on this panel. First of all acrylic sealer, then acrylic primer, then a coat of acrylic gesso, and finally finishing off with oil primer. Here I'm starting to build up the clouds using just Paynes grey. Now I find these old brushes here perfect for blending, so I'll be using these for getting those sort of soft, sort of fluffy sort of edges to the clouds. Most of the technique for painting these clouds is actually a scumbling technique. There's very little paint, it's quite dry, and it's ideal using these old brushes for this sort of technique. Just a plain rag here, just to remove some of the dark areas. Further use here of a motley brush, this one with soft bristles. This is used primarily for sort of blending those soft edges, certainly on large areas. Now when I zoom in here, you can see how I have applied the first coat for the clouds. It almost has the appearance of charcoal at this stage. However, there are more layers of paint to be added here later. Again, I'm using my motley brush to drag some of this Paynes grey down. This actually helps to give the appearance of falling grain. Just using a plain rag here just to remove some of the paint. Now I've just completed these clouds here using just the Paynes grey. Right, I'm just going to work on the sea and shoreline here now. So for this I've decided to mix some titanium white with the Paynes grey. I've got about 3 values here. I'll probably get a couple more as I'm going along, so we'll carry on with that now. Here I'm adding titanium white to the sky now, really starting to build it up and get those soft edges going even more. Just knocking back some of that sort of the Paynes grey that's a little bit too harsh. Also applying this white is helping getting the light coming through the clouds. Okay, that's the sky done. I quite like the way this has worked out. It's got that sort of the rain coming down, the clouds are very soft. I've used quite a lot of scumbling technique with this. Only use the two colours, titanium white and Paynes grey. I'm going to start on with this foreground now. This is where I really start to add some colour now. This shoreline here is a little bit grey for me, so I'll probably warm it up with a glaze. I haven't decided what colour to use yet. I may use one of my favourite colours, transparent red iron oxide, just to warm that up. So right, I'll crash on with this now. Okay. Right, the colours here, we've got titanium white, Indian yellow, transparent red iron oxide. Now these two I'll be using for the grasses. Now this, for the darks, I'm going to be using a sepia. Also, for the glazes, I'll be using this sepia as well, just to warm this foreshore up. Right, so I'm just going to add this glaze here now, just to warm up this grey area here. It's just too cold for me. First of all, you've obviously got to make sure this is completely dry. I'll just try a little bit down here first to see how it works. Yeah, that's a sort of, you see how that just warms that area up. And of course, because I'm using a Liquin medium, original Liquin, this should be dry. You can certainly be dry by tomorrow. Now I've just put this sepia colour in here, and I've decided I'm going to add a little bit of Paynes grey in here. I just want to get that extra dark richness to the foreground. I'm going to start doing some of the dark grasses coming up first, the ones that are silhouetted against the rest of the painting. I'm trying to get these grasses to look as natural as possible. The last thing I want is really a nice even wavy line across there. I don't want anything to be too symmetrical, so I just try wiping some of this off actually, just so that I can add some of the grasses, the lighter coloured grasses. I might have to wait for the whole of this foreground to dry before I actually put the grasses in, otherwise I will end up with a very muddy mess. have to bear in mind while I'm doing this that I don't want any foreground to be over cluttered. So it's a nice, just a nice contrast, nice soft sort of feel to the foregrounds. Sometimes feel the best foregrounds are just completely plain. I'm just using a normal rag for this. I've not added any sort of mineral spirits or anything like that to it. It's just a dry rag. Gets your hands very messy. Right, that's all I can do on that foreground there for those, well, for the lighter grasses anyhow, until it's completely dry. I will just now I think I'll use a rigger just to put some of these grasses up here. Now, painting these small figures, you don't really need too much detail at all. The most important thing to get is to get that sort of sense of movement with the figures and get them looking natural. Right, for these grasses I am starting with some broad brush marks using a combination of titanium white, yellow ochre, transparent red iron oxide and Indian yellow. And then here for the finer detail for the grasses I'll start using a rigger. Yes, just reading my notes here. I'm thinking of starting an online course, sort of community type of thing. Now, it will be a little bit different. Well, I'm hoping it will be a lot different to other online courses. I really want to keep you inspired and help you enjoy your painting a lot more. Now, of course, it will be aimed at sort of complete beginners to more advanced artists. It doesn't just cover the sort of technical sort of skills, the practical skills, if you will. There will be a certain amount of theory. Lots of this stuff you can find online anyway. It's more about really creating atmosphere in paintings, or certainly for the more advanced. And I know certainly when it comes to beginners, you sort of, I know you've got this inside you. You want to, people want to be able to. I'd love to be able to paint. I'd love to be able to draw, and then they start and they get sort of frustrated. They get disillusioned. Now, these are the barriers that I want to help you overcome, so that you can enjoy. You can learn the painting. You can progress, and you can enjoy the process. So please, I'm asking, just let me know what your thoughts are on this. I really appreciate it. You know, it's. I mean, of course, it's. I mean, I love helping people. You know, overcome the problems with the paintings, and I found that since I've been doing YouTube, I do get quite a few questions, and I found, I'm almost quite surprising that I really do enjoy helping people. So I really want to take it a stage further with the sort of course community type thing. So yeah, so please just let me know what your thoughts are on this. Just leave them in the comments, and we'll take it from there and see what happens. see if this course materialises or not. So I don't know yet. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for listening.